Ranjha, the king of the jungle. A story of grief, revenge, and mercy that changed the jungle forever. Deep within the shadows of the Vindhya mountain range lies a jungle untouched by time. The trees there speak in whispers, and the rivers remember the footsteps of every creature that dared to drink from them. This is where Ranjha lived, an enormous male tiger, feared and respected by all. To the animals, Ranjha wasn't just a predator, he was the law of the forest. He killed only when needed. He defended, not destroyed. He loved. His family was everything. Kira, his gentle and fierce mate, and Ravi, their cub, who had only just begun to run, to roar, to dream. Their world was peaceful, until men arrived. It was the dry season. Trees dropped their leaves, the wind carried dust, the earth cracked, and then came the noise of machines. A group of armed men entered, soldiers hired by a private timber company, claiming they were there to clear predators. That morning, Ranjha left early to hunt. Kira and Ravi stayed behind by the stream, watching butterflies. He returned too late. Kira's lifeless body was soaked in blood. Ravi, his son, lay not far, his tiny chest motionless, still warm, his wide-open eyes frozen in confusion. Ranjha stood over them, silent. Then, he turned and vanished into the jungle. That night, the forest changed. They didn't hear him come. They only found what he left behind. One by one, soldiers disappeared. Some were dragged, others torn apart, some were never found. Ranjha became a myth, a shadow that punished those who spilled innocent blood. He didn't attack villagers. He didn't kill livestock. He only hunted the killers. Those who set the traps, fired the bullets, gave the orders. He remembered their smell, their voices, their fear. Some soldiers fled, some pretended to be sick, but the commanders gave a new order. Kill the tiger, but the forest no longer belonged to men. In the middle of terror, a child went missing. His name was Ari, the 7-year-old son of Shankar, the hunter who fired the bullet that ended Kira's life. Ari wandered into the forest chasing fireflies and slipped. He fell down a slope, hit his head, and blacked out. By morning, search parties were called, but no one dared enter the deep jungle, because Ranjha was waiting there. Ranjha found Ari before the others. The boy was lying beneath a twisted tree, his shirt torn, his arm bent, his lips pale from the cold. Ranjha stepped closer, sniffing. He knew the scent of Shankar. He could end the child's life in a single second. But as he lowered his head, Ari opened his eyes. He didn't scream, he didn't cry. He just looked up at the tiger. And in that gaze, Ranjha saw Ravi, his cub, that same innocence, that same small, soft heartbeat. The king of the jungle stepped back. Then, slowly, gently, he grabbed the child's shirt in his mouth and dragged him to safety, to the edge of the forest, where humans could find him. Then he disappeared. Ari was found before sunrise, wrapped in dry leaves, safe. When he opened his eyes, he whispered, "There was a tiger. He didn't eat me." He looked sad. Shankar, the father, collapsed in silence. He recognized the scent. He knew what the tiger could have done. And for the first time in his life, he felt shame. He left his gun behind. He left the mission. He asked for the forest to be closed off. And just like that, the nightmare ended. After that day, Ranjha was never seen again. But everything he left behind remained. The jungle healed, birds returned, monkeys swung again from the trees. Elephants bathed freely in rivers once marked by blood. The villagers began telling stories, not of the tiger who killed, but of the tiger who forgave. There once was a tiger who lost everything, but when he found the son of the man who destroyed his world, he chose to save, not destroy. Ari grew up with those words. He never hunted. Instead, he became a forest guardian. He taught children to respect the jungle, not conquer it. And every night, he lit a lamp by the forest's edge. In case the king ever returns, he would say. No statue was ever built for Ranjha. No monument, no festival. But every tree that grows tall, every river that runs clean, every animal that walks free, is a tribute to the king who chose mercy. He could have taken everything. He chose to leave peace. And in doing so, he became more than a tiger. He became a lesson. They called him a beast, a killer, a nightmare in stripes. But when the time came to kill again, he chose mercy. The jungle remembers not the blood he spilled, but the child he spared. And in doing so, the king of the jungle did more than rule. He reminded the world what it means to have a heart,